Everyone knows that all Kung Fu comes from Shaolin. 1,000 years saw this city as the capital of China. Zhengzhou, the birthplace of Chinese civilization, hailed as the center of China since ancient times. Come to Shaolin Temple of Song Mountain, and you will see students from all around the world. Stay in urban Zhengzhou. You will find the modern urban planning as good as Memphis in the USA.
To taste authentic Yu cuisine and visit local families, from a small piece of tofu, we can learn the inheritance and development of Chinese cooking culture. This is Zhengzhou, a miraculous place. Awu delicious food, Ge's Munbing, He's braised noodles, and Yu Feng Yuan braised noodles are the representatives of Zhengzhou's time-honored restaurants and fully demonstrate the charm of traditional Yu cuisine and the delicacy of new-style Yu cuisine. Hao Xiang Ni Chinese date gives one the feeling of missing someone. Let's experience Zhengzhou's cuisine, accommodations, entertainment, and its people's daily life and culture.
Hello everyone, welcome to Join China. I'm your host Dave. In the last 5 episodes, we explored the abundant historical cultural relics and remains in Zhengzhou, including the famous Pagoda Forest and Shaolin Temple, and the hometown of the poet sage Du Fu, to experience Zhengzhou's cultural and local lifestyle. Life here might be routine and ordinary, but it contains profound cultural connotation. A bowl of braised noodles seemed to be very simple, but it might be the inheritance of thousands of years of history. Today, let's join our host Dan and walk into the lanes and alleys of Zhengzhou to find out more about the city's charming lifestyle.
Food is the first necessity for the people. While eating, you will find that the whole world becomes bright. Eating can fill one's stomach and help to bring peace and stability to the country. After the development of thousands of years, cooking and eating have become not only a part of daily life, but also the art of living. Tofu is just a simple ingredient, but the smart Chinese use it to cook so many famous dishes. For example, mapo tofu and soft bean curd. Tofu originated from China, but when did these Chinese people start to make tofu? We are not sure yet. Fortunately, a tofu craftsmanship chart was excavated in the Da Hu Ting Han tomb, which illustrated the whole process of making tofu in the Eastern Han Dynasty.
Now, the really remarkable thing about this tomb is that we have here the earliest historical record of people making tofu, of the process of making tofu. So we can see it laid out here in this strip. The first step is to take the soybeans and soak them. Next, this depicts the soybeans being ground. And this depicts taking the soy milk that's created from the ground beans and creating a curd out of it. And then finally, we see here a device that uses weight and pressure to drive the water out of the curd and create a drier and more solid and concretely shaped piece of tofu. Now this is really amazing, 1,800 years old, and Chinese people still produce tofu in a very similar way these days, and it's still a really huge part of dining culture in China.
The Da Hu Ting Han tomb is one of the largest tombs of the Han Dynasty. The tomb consists of 2 chambers. It dates back to 1,800 years ago. Apart from the tofu craftsmanship chart, many gorgeous stone inscriptions and wall paintings are well preserved in the Da Hu Ting Han tomb. They tell us about the daily life and customs of the Eastern Han Dynasty in central China.
This tomb is believed to belong to a provincial governor from that time. And we see here on the wall before us a fresco depicting his wife's birthday party feast, basically. And here we see what they believe to be the wife seated in the position of honor in this tent. And behind it you have cooks cooking all of the food for the feast, as well as a line of servants waiting to do their master's bidding.
Chinese cooking culture runs a long course from a remote source and is closely linked with life. From a small piece of tofu, we can see the ancients' wisdom in creation of delicacies and the modern people's inheritance and innovation of the ancients' wisdom. Tracing the source, Zhengzhou is bringing forth the new through the old and unceasingly enriching the family of Yu cuisine. Let's follow our host Dan to have a taste of a famous dish of Yu cuisine in Awu delicious food, sweet and sour carp baked with noodles.
这道菜是我们河南的经典名菜，糖醋软溜黄河鲤鱼背面。这个鱼呢，只有在河南才能吃到，因为它是黄河鲤鱼。而且这道菜有一个典故，相传呢，在北宋年间，赵匡胤举棋不定之时，这个家厨看出了他的心思，然后呢，给他制作了这道菜，以鱼为龙，以这个炸好的这个金黄色的面，暗意龙袍加身。这个赵匡胤呢，看出了家厨的心思，然后举棋一举夺得了皇帝。
啊，很有意义的这一种菜。那怎么吃呢？先
吃这个面
啊，然后
面蘸着这个汁吃，然后是入口即化
啊。先是脆的，但是它很快就化掉。对。
尝一下这个黄河鲤鱼的这个鱼肉。
好。
Carp is a freshwater fish native to the Yellow River. It is named so for its elegant shape and diagonal cross scales. Deep-fried noodles are also called dragon beard noodles. They are very long and thin. Several strands of the noodles can thread a needle. It burns on fire and melts in water instantly. It's a unique ingredient in Chinese cooking. Sweet and sour carp baked with noodles is soft and tender, palatable and bright. It is a classic example of Yu cuisine. Besides Awu delicious food, Ge's Munbing is also an authentic old shop with a great reputation in Zhengzhou. Ge's diced pork in a pot with stewed pancakes is one of Zhengzhou's 3 famous snacks. Together with He's mutton braised noodles and Cai's steamed dumplings, they are listed as famous Chinese snacks by the China Cuisine Association.
人厨师，这些都是炒面是吗？
对，面就是我们传统说的焖饼，它是用面做成的。
然后中国有大米做的面，但是这个不是，这个是
小麦，小麦做的。
那我看这些面都是一样的，但是上面的那个配料是不一样的。
对，这个就是最传统的坛子肉焖饼。
那这个是猪肉是吗？
对，是猪肉。
那我等不了，我可不可以？
来。
The ingredients of the stewed pancake show the differences in diet between the North and the South. How is diced pork in a pot with stewed pancakes made? Generally speaking, when making this dish, spread the vegetables out on the bottom of the pot. Add pancake slices, diced pork, and soup stock, and then braise them for a while. The meat is mellow, fatty, but not greasy. The pancake is soft and palatable. It's a dish for everyone. Henan's noodles are all very special. Hui mian, braised noodle, is one of the most special. Braised noodles are a traditional local snack with meat, vegetable, soup, and rice. They are tasty, affordable, and renowned in the Central Plains.
So now that we've seen the whole process of making hui mian, Zhengzhou's most famous food, we finally get to have a taste of it. So here I go. 这个面不是特别软的，也有一点很好的口感，
筋一点。
汤有比较浓的那个羊肉的。
对的，这个羊肉比较吃了个汤，喝了比较浓香型的。吃了反而不腻。
这个羊肉，我们刚才说这个是清蒸的，是吗？那个回族人因为是穆斯林的，所以是多吃一点羊肉。还有什么别的吗？
这个羊肉嘛，天冷了吃的时候，它补身体。
When making He's braised noodles, choose premium fresh mutton, soak it repeatedly, and put it into the pot. Cast aside the blood foam, add all the ingredients, and stew the meat until it's tender. Use refined flour to knead the dough with the right amount of salt and alkali. Repeatedly knead the dough to make it pliable but strong. When cooking the noodles, put in some original broth first. Then pull the noodles into thin strips and put them in the pot together with the mutton, daylily, black fungus, and rice noodles. When serving the dish, saucers of caraway, chili oil, and sugared garlic can enhance its taste. He's braised noodles is a prestigious dish in Zhengzhou. Zhengzhou's braised noodles are famous far and wide, so Zhengzhou is also called the city of braised noodles. Apart from traditional braised noodles, new-style braised noodles are also very popular. For example, Yufeng Yuan nourishing braised noodles. The characteristic of nourishing braised noodles is the Chinese herbal medicine ingredients used, including Angelica sinensis and matrimony vine, so the noodles are nutritious.
这个烩面，营养价值非常高。我们是用纯小山羊骨头熬24个小时，用30多种中药材。
啊，做那个汤是吗？是吗？
这个面吃着非常筋道。
然后这个是山羊的那个肉是吗？
对，这是枸杞，这是香菜。常吃烩面，强筋壮骨。
是这样啊，真的可以感受那个羊肉的那个味道，还有那个中药的那个汤特别好吃，然后面也是很有特色的。
Beijingers often say, one who fails to reach the Great Wall is not a hero. In Zhengzhou, there is also such a saying, one who doesn't eat braised noodles has not truly been to Henan. Yu cuisine consists of various dishes. Representatives of traditional Yu cuisine include braised wild carp from the Yellow River, stewed gourd belly, pan-fried tofu, and fried bean jelly. These dishes are renowned, and many tourists at home and abroad have come, attracted by the fame of the dishes. To taste the most traditional braised noodles, to eat the most classical Yu cuisine, and to savor the Central Plain culture, Zhengzhou is your must-visit stop. Food might not be very eye-catching, but it has profound cultural foundations. In the Central Plains, cooking food has to be well balanced, put down abnormal tastes, eliminate special odors, bring up sweet smells, conceal saltiness, and fix the flavor. The 5 flavors should be balanced. This has something to do with the nature of Chinese people as being honest, sincere, upright, and merciful. Yu cuisine is outstanding in the Central Plains. It helps us taste the 5 flavors and understand the way of life. In addition to historical cultural relics and famous authentic Yu cuisine, when visiting Zhengzhou, you can also sense the feeling of Zhengzhou people's lives through their recreational activities. Visiting Jiangnan Sun Hot Springs is a great choice.
我们这儿的话，大概有90多个温泉汤池，整个温泉汤池是源自1800米地下的温泉水，含有36种矿物质及微量元素。长期沐浴的话，对人体呢是非常有保健还有养生、除疲劳的这些功效的。
Taking a bath in a hot spring is not only a leisure activity, but also a health-enhancing exercise. In the book Mineral Spring and Rehabilitation, China's medical mineral spring expert Chen Yanbing says that in a hot spring, there are many microelements with multiple effects, which are mineralized to a certain degree. The temperature of the spring water is often above 30 degrees Celsius. Taking a bath in a hot spring helps prevent and cure many illnesses such as obesity, motor system diseases, nervous system diseases, mild diseases of the cardiovascular system in the early stages. Motion and stillness. In Zhengzhou, you can choose to take a bath in a hot spring in the afternoon and enjoy the fine views, Or you can also go to Gubaidu Feihuang tourist area with your friends to experience sand sledding. If you feel bored at night, you can come to the bar street on Jingliu Road, have a drink, watch the twinkling streetlights, and talk about life. When touring around, you should buy some gifts for your family members to show your care and concern and love for them. Zhengzhou, as the birthplace of the jujube, possesses various famous jujube brands. Among them, Hao Xiang Ni Chinese date takes the lead and is a highlight of all the local specialties.
Let's go to Jujube Museum.
This is a very big jujube right in the lobby of the museum here.
Yeah, the big jujube is made of 128,000 artificial copy model. The height is 6.99 meters. Yeah, about this one, we aim at starting the first-class brand and letting everyone can eat healthy jujube products.
Product safety and health are always the priority for consumers. Zhengzhou's jujube products are famous at home and abroad, largely because of the diversified product types, safety, health benefits, and favorable reputation. How are these healthy products made?
It's our automated jujube workshop. Yeah, every jujube can be washed 5 times at least.
So we can see that jujubes are ancient food in China, but these days they're produced with very modern techniques and a lot of automation in a very clean environment.
Yes.
According to the statistics, there are 706 kinds of jujubes in the world, and 99% of them grow in China. As the bellwether of the jujube industry, Hao Xiang Ni Chinese date owns advanced and complete production technology to ensure that its jujube products are of the best quality for consumers at home and abroad. Hao Xiang Ni Chinese date also pays close attention to corporate social responsibility and the harmony and unity of human activities in nature. The unique Wang Fo Tong 10,000 Buddhas Hall is a good example.
Wow, this is extraordinary. All these carved wooden Buddhas, there must be thousands of them. How many exactly are there in this hall?
More than 9,000.
More than 9,000.
Yes.
And they're all made from jujube wood?
Yes.
It seems like a bit of a shame to take a healthy tree, old tree, and cut it down to make a statue like this.
No, they are dyed naturally.
Ah, okay. So it's trees that have already died naturally.
Yes.
Still, I don't understand why. What's the point of doing this? Putting all these in here.
Maybe there are 2 reasons of it. The first is our chairman worship Buddhism. And next, jujube trees give all of the useful things to people. So maybe jujube trees can be given the second opportunity to be alive. In this way, it can preserve it longer.
Oh.
The jujube trees give all that they can give. They become the Buddhas.
According to historical data, jujubes are a traditional specialty tree which was native to China. It has a history of more than 8,000 years in China. Jujubes are nutritious and good for health. It was found to have been utilized by people since antiquity. The Book of Songs records that people ate jujubes in August. In traditional Chinese medicine, jujubes nourish the stomach, cleanse the spleen, replenish the blood, and strengthen immunity. The kernel and root of a jujube can also be used as medicine, so the whole body of the jujube is valuable. As the saying goes, 3 jujubes a day promises youthful vigor in all your life. Chinese also regard jujubes as blessings, and they give peanuts and jujubes as wedding gifts to others, hoping the recipients will have a child soon. Jujube trees usually conceive flower buds in March or April, bloom in June, and bear fruits in September. Every autumn, as the home of date, Zhengzhou holds a jujube cultural festival to celebrate a good harvest. When in Zhengzhou, besides tasting authentic Yu cuisine and experiencing many types of entertainment, you can also enjoy convenient accommodation and transportation. In this ancient and international city, you can see upscale international chain hotels such as Yuda Palace Hotel, Sofitel Hotel, and Novotel Hotel. Budget chain hotels like 7 Days Inn, Hanting Hotel, and Home Inn, and other hotels including Happy Farmhouse Inn and Youth Hotel. They can meet the demands of different customers. Hailed as a crossing of China's transportation, Zhengzhou also possesses a perfect transportation network of metro, railway, bus, etc. All these provide the development of Zhengzhou tourism with advantageous supporting infrastructure, which can help tourists to have a worry-free trip. Located in Zhongyuan District, Zhengzhou, Yuda Palace Hotel was designed by C.Y. Lee, a famous Chinese architect based in Taiwan, who is also the designer of Taipei 101. This 5-star hotel looks like twin towers. The hotel has 356 guest rooms and suites. Looking out the windows, you can have a panoramic view of an ancient town, a green city, and a modern city. Besides luxury hotels and budget chain hotels, Zhengzhou also possesses different kinds of affordable accommodations. If you are planning a trip on a shoestring, homestays, youth hostels, and family inns in Zhengzhou are also good choices. This kind of accommodation is cheaper with strong public culture ambience. Young people from all corners of different countries gather together in the youth hostel late at night. They drink, chat, share their travel experiences, and talk over the past and present. Why not enjoy doing it? Unique is the sunset, river, sand, and wind in this land. Zhengzhou is a city full of historic culture and charm. Homey is Zhengzhou's cityscape and landscape. Meanwhile, it's also a city filled with rich vitality. Its delicacies are unique, its entertainment vivid, and its accommodation convenient and comfortable. Zhengzhou has a pleasant climate and 4 distinctive seasons. In summer, under the shade of the Oriental Plains, girls can travel around without being afraid of getting a sunburn. In winter, it's not so cold. When the Chinese roses are blooming, Zhengzhou is a paradise for travelers.
This was once the central region for the 3 emperors and 5 sovereigns, and the axis of the Chinese civilization. Profound historical culture is exhibited here. The mysterious Shaolin Chen Buddhism highlights the vitality of this area. This land is the birthplace of the prominent Chinese poet sage Du Fu. The culture of poetry is a long-standing feature revealing the elegant demeanor of this ancient civilization. It also has had a great impact on Chinese people's affection for the family and country, generation after generation. Here is the production area of the world's artistic treasures such as Tong Sun Sai wares in Kang Baiwen Manor. It is the capital of colored pottery and architecture. People focus their attention here, where the art circles also shine with extraordinary splendor. This is Zhengzhou, Henan. Thank you for watching. Joy in China, Kung Fu, Zhengzhou has come to an end. If you really want to get to know the real Zhengzhou, pack your bag and come here to start a mysterious adventure.